Yeah. Hare Krishna, everybody. So I'll do a little bit, 5 minutes, and then Raghu Swamy will come and join and do the Aranya Kāṇḍa. I was just telling that when we do Parayanam, usually um, Sundarakanda, if you read it, you won't stop there. You read Pattabhisheka Sarga and call it done. Sometimes you can just read Sundarakanda Parayanam. Or sometimes whatever you read, if you read the entire Rāmāyaṇam, you still read Pattabhisheka. That's what is the last Sarga, 131st, I think, in Yuddha Kāṇḍa. And then you call it done. In Bihar, apparently, they only read Balakanda and not even go to Ayodhya Kanda, because that's where Sītā Rama Kalyanam is done, and then they don't want to read any further. Because the point is that Mother Sītā and Rama are always together. And then Kalyanam also, we said, right, it is 3 different levels. There is just the storyline, then there is connection of how Rama is following the Samanya Dharma and everybody else around him is following Visesha Dharma. And then we also have to do the Adhyatmika. What is it? Like our connection, the Jivatma inside us and the connection with Paramatma. So these are different levels in which you'll understand Ramayanam. And Ramayanam is not just there is so many ways to understand Srimad Ramayanam. From Dharma point of view, definitely, right? The story point of view. Like there is Sītā Ravana, the good wins over evil. That's the end of the story we always do. And then there is lot of numerology in people say, right? In Ramayanam. There is what is it? There is also what is it? What is this? Beauticians. What is that called? How to look beautiful. How they get it. That shastram is also there. Now, when you say call somebody, when you apply for Hollywood movies or something, there, what do they see? They'll see whether you have a perfect jawline, whether you are a certain height, what characters you may work for, your face works for. They do all these things, right? So similarly, in Ramayana, the standards of beauty are also established. Okay, so the Shakuna Shastram, Shakunam, every time there is a Dushakunam, what happens? And then what if there is a good Shakunam, what is omens, Lakṣmaṇa, yeah. So all those things that are, this is Raghu Garu. So he will do the Aranya Kāṇḍa, the recording has started, Swami, and then he will continue with the Aranya Kāṇḍam or the fragrances of Aranya Kāṇḍam. జస్ట్ మీకు రెఫరెన్స్ కి తర్వాత చూడండి. This one, you can just, if you need to pause, I'll pause it for a second, then you.
So Valmiki says that this is not a katha, but this is a kavyam. Kavyam Ramayanam Krutznam Sītāyās Charitam Mahat. Paulastya Vadhamityeva Chakara Charita Vrataha. So it is kavyam. Kavyam has, there are different aspects that he explains in different kandas. So we know there are 7 kandas, right? What is the order of the kandas? Starts with Balakanda, Ayodhya, Aranya, Kishkindha, Sundara, Yuddha, and Uttara. So 7 kandas. So each and every kanda in Ramayana has its own significance. So Balakanda is called, it is Yajna Pradhana Kanda. Why? Because there are 2 yajnas. So at the beginning there was Ashwamedha Yagam, and then later there was a Putra Kameshti Yagam. So he did Putra Kameshti for kids, right? Dasharatha, he lived for 60,000 years. Imagine the lifespan of people those days. And then he was longing for kids. Then he did Putra Kameshti. Then Yajna Purusha came, and then he gave Prasadam. That Prasadam was again distributed among the 3 wives. So there is also a beautiful way how it was distributed also in Ramayana. And then we know that there is Rama, Bharata, Lakṣmaṇa, and Shatrughna. That's the order of their birth. All four brothers signify four Purusharthas. Rama signifies Dharma. That's why it's called Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. Then you have Bharata. Bharata signifies Moksha. Then you have Lakṣmaṇa and Shatrughna, who are twins. They are the Ardha Kamas. So Dharma, Moksha, Ardha, Kama. So there are four Purusharthas there. So all these four Purusharthas, what do they actually teach us? Right? So I think most of you are, again, IT folks. So just imagine you put Dharma and Moksha in one quadrant. Dharma and Ardha in one quadrant. Then Moksha and Kama in one quadrant. Whoever is longing for Dharma and Moksha, so they want to be righteous to get moksha. There are people who are righteous, but they're righteous only in earning. Ardham is like earning to live. That is called Ardha. Kama is, we all have our own karmas to do, right? So we all have our own things to do. So that is karma, right? So Ardha and Kama, that's what Valmiki also suggests, that, don't ever pamper twins, Ardha Kamas together. If you have Ardha and Kama, it's always okay, I earn, I enjoy. I earn, I enjoy. But we never look at the other two, which are most important, which is Dharma. You earn to live a righteous life. Don't earn to live a life that is not associated with Dharma or Moksha. So Dharma, Moksha, Ardha, Kama. There are four Purusharthas. And then how it all started, right? So we know the story of Jaya and Vijaya, when they did not allow people to enter Sri Vaikuntham, then they were cursed. And then we know all that story. So the atrocities of Ravana have become so much that people were not able to live their dharmic life. When we say people, we are talking about rishis, we're talking about munis in the forest. They're supposed to do certain dharmic activities. They have to perform yajnas, they have to perform so many things, but they're not able to run with their routine life. That's when they all reach. The Devatas went to Sriman Narayana. So then they prayed to. Again, hope if you know this story, then you just say, okay, we know all this, just go carry on with the next one. Then I'll be more than happy to do it. But otherwise, I just want to give you a little context, and then we'll stop and take some questions. So they all went to Lord Srimanarayana. They prayed to him. They told him that we couldn't bear this atrocities. If it continues, then we will not be able to do anything that they are supposed to do, right? So then Valmiki says, Sahi Devair Udirnasya Ravanasya Vadarthivihi Arthito Manushe Loke Yajne Vishnu Sanatanaha. Then Vishnu took a human form and came as Rama. So that is called Avataram. When Perumal comes from Paramapadam to just to lift us, from, we're all in the well right now. So he is the one who is coming down to bring us out. So that is what is called Avataram. So then he came, and then the later Valmiki also says, Veda Vedye Pare Pumsi Jate Dasarathatmaje. Veda Pracheta Sadasit Sakshad Ramayana Atmana. The Veda Purusha Narayana came as Rama, and Vedas came as Ramayana. So Veda Purusha is Narayana, Sriman Narayana. He came as Rama. That is the Rama. That is the main significance of Rama Avataram. And then the Vedas came as Ramayana. So that's why the Ramayanam is also, it's like completely, it's a Veda Sastram. So we heard three things now. Saranagata Mantra Sastram, Manava Jivana Siksha Sastram, and now it is also a Veda Sastram. Right? Fourth is Bhagavata Satsanga Shastra. So why we are all Bhagavatas are sitting here? We have so many other things that we can enjoy outside. We don't have to be here, right? But why are we here? Why are we doing this? Right? So there is a Manava Jivana Siksha Sastram and Bhagavata Satsanga Sastram. So when we say Bhagavata Satsangam, probably you would have heard this slokam in Ayodhya Kāṇḍa. First slokam in Ayodhya Kāṇḍa. Gacchata Matulakulam Bharatena Tadanagha Shatrugno Nitya Shatrugnaha Nitah Priti Puraskutaha. When Lakṣmaṇa was longing for Rama's company, Shatrughna was always with Bharata. When Bharata was going to his uncle's house, Kaikeyi's brother's house, Yudhajit's house, Shatrughna accompanied him. He was never with Rama. But Lakṣmaṇa was always longing for Rama's company from the childhood. That's what Valmiki says. Balyat pravruti susnigdaha Lakṣmaṇo Lakṣmivardhanaha. So the way Vasishta named all the four brothers also there is some significance. Ramayiti iti Ramaha. Lakṣmaṇaha Lakṣmivardhanaha. Lakṣmaṇa knows whom that he should always associate with. Similarly, Shatrughna is always associated with Bharata. Shatrughna as a Bhagavata, because he knows Bharata is liked by Rama. So if I be with Bharata, obviously he will be liked by Rama, right? So that is the Bhagavata aspect of Ramayana, where Shatrughna actually glorifies how a Bhagavata should be, how they should start their journey. Like, if today I decide, without no company of Bhagavata, I decide, okay, I want to go to Tirupati. Yeah, you can go to Tirupati, you can use your influence, go and see Perumal. Will Perumal be happy? No, he will not be happy, right? So there are ways. That's why there is some vidhis. It's called in Sanskritam, it's called vidhi. There are certain vidhis that we have to follow when we go seek, somebody's company or somebody's blessings. There is a way to go. There is a protocol, right? So there is a Bhagavata aspect also in Ramayana. Okay, and besides that, you might have heard all the 16 qualities of Rama, right? Konvasmin sampratam loke gunavan kasya viryavan dharmajñascha kృతజ్ఞశ్చ satyavakyo dృఢవ్రతః charitrena chako yuktaha sarvabhuteshu kohitaha vidwan kah kas samarthascha kaschaika priyadarshana. So 16 qualities. So he is Gunavan, he is Viryavan, he is Buddhiman, Shaktiman, everything. I mean, he has his Kalyana Gunas are countless, they're infinite. We can't count the Rama's Kalyana Gunas. But whereas in the conversation with Narada, Valmiki asked, okay, who is that person possesses all these qualities? I wanted to know about him. So that's where the 16 qualities are glorified. But that doesn't mean that Rama only has 16 qualities. So how many of you know why Rama is called Ramachandra? Does any of you know why he is called Ramachandra, though he is born in Surya dynasty? Moon also has 16 qualities, right from Amavasya to Purnima, right? From Amavasya, then Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dasami, Ekadasi, Dvadasi, Trayodasi, Chaturdasi, and then Amavasya, Purnima. So 16 qualities. That's why he is called Ramachandra. And he also has several other names also. Ma has so many other names. He is called Raghunandana, he is called Raghava, he is Kakutsa. He has so many other names that you also come across in Ramayana, entire Ramayana. So when we come back to this entire qualities of Rama, what quality you think that we all should inculcate and and why? One quality that comes to, because everybody will have different things. I mean, perspectives change.
Patience.
I'm not expecting that everybody will say, okay, this is the quality, right? So what quality that you think is the most important?
Patience.
Patience?
Yeah.
Okay, patience. So which quality is it? How does it align to the 16 qualities? Are you talking about
Valor. Valor.
valor?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that is Viryavan.
Yeah.
He has that valor to, yeah. So it's very difficult to say, right? Because they're all so intertwined. Somebody is called Gunavan. So in Sanskritam, there is something called Vatup and Matup. There is a pratyayam in Sanskritam. Gunaha asya asti, he becomes Gunavan. Buddhi asya asti, he becomes Buddhiman. Shakti asya asti, Shaktiman. Virya asya asti, Viryavan. So there, Matup and Vatup, there's a beautiful way that, it is explained in Sanskritam. So he has all these qualities. But when you come to Ayodhya Kāṇḍa, you hear different qualities of Rama. Right? I don't know whether you heard Rama's those specific slokams. Kadhanchit upakarena krutenekena tushyati nasmaratyapakaranam syatamapyatmavattaya. So Rama is so forgiving that if we are doing something and in that process Rama's thing also got done. Some work, maybe indirectly, we are doing something and we lifted something here and kept it there and Rama needed it and he took it and he was he feels very happy. But when you do apakaram to him, when we do apakaram to him, to Rama, he doesn't even keep it in his mind. Even if you do 100 apakarams to him, he doesn't keep that in his mind. Is it difficult? Can we do something like that today? If somebody does something to us, can we really forgive and be like Rama? Right? So that is one quality. And then, Vyasaneshu manushyanam brusam bhavati dukkhitaha utsaveshu cha sarveshu piteva paritushyati. Vyasaneshu manushyanam. Vyasanamu ante manam in Telugu, Vyasanam is different. Vyasanam is, it's like a bad quality. But in Sanskritam, Vyasanam is apada. Somebody who is in trouble. Right? Vyasaneshu manushyanam. Again, he never said Vyasaneshu. He didn't say about his brothers. He didn't say about his family. Manushyanam. Everybody. It doesn't matter. To Rama, everybody is the same. Because he is Daivatam Devatanam cha Bhutanam Bhutasattamaha. Sumitra says. Rama is, who is Rama? He is none other than Śrīman Narayana. Only Sumitra knows that Rama is Śrīman Narayana. Even Kausalya, of course, mother will never know, right? Like Yashoda never knew Krishna's Cheshtitams. Krishna is born with Chaturbhujam. Tamadbhutam balakam ambujekshanam Chaturbhujam Sanka Gadhadyudayudam Srivatsa Lakṣmaṇa Galasobhi Kaustubham Pitambaram Sandrapayoda Saubhagam. So he was born with Chaturbhujam. Then Devaki requested him, please, my brother is after you. Don't show anything other than being a normal self. Then he withdrew the other two hands. Right? Similarly, here also, there are very few people in that Rama's dynasty know Rama is Sakshat Śrīman Narayana. Sumitra is one of them. So when Lakṣmaṇa and Bharata, let's talk about Lakṣmaṇa a little bit. So Lakṣmaṇa, when he wanted to go to forest, because Lakṣmaṇa was always with Rama, he cannot live without Rama. That is his condition. And then when he wanted to go to forest, immediately he went and asked his mom, I want to go with Rama. Then she said, yes, your purpose of your birth is to be with Rama. So yeah, please go. Sruštastvam vanavasaya svanuraktaha suhrudyane rame pramadam makarshi putra bhratari gacchati. She says, yeah, go with Rama. But make sure he is never in danger. Take care of him. Though he is elder. But that is the advice that, a mother would give, their children. Right? So that's why Sumitra has a very special place in the entire Ramayana. Though she doesn't have, we don't know about her background, lineage, parents, and there is nothing like that. But she is the most learned one in the first Balakanda, at least Ayodhya Kāṇḍa, the two Kāndas where she comes frequently. So that's how she is known as very well learned mother of Lakṣmaṇa and Shatrugna. And then, but she tells one thing, because she knows that Rama is none other than Śrīman Narayana, right? She says, when you go to the forest, maybe when you may think about me or think about your father, think about Ayodhya, then she says, Ramam Dasharadham Vidhi. Consider Rama as your father. He is your Dasharatha to you. Mam Vidhi Janakatmajam. Think of me, think of Sītamma as me. That's when, in that only she says, Ramam Dasharadham Vidhi. Dasha is Pakshi. It's a bird. The one who has Pakshi as Radham or the Vahanam or the vehicle. Who sits on Garuda? Vishnu. So, Dasharadham Vidhi. So she told, Ramam Dasharadham Vidhi. Rama is none other than Lord Śrīman Narayana. Mam Vidhi Janakatmaja. We call Krishna Madhava, right? Mam is Lakshmi. Ma means Lakshmi. The one who adorned Lakshmi on his chest is called Madhava, or Srinivasa, or Sripati, or Sriyapati. There are different names. So she is none other than Lakshmi Devi. So you consider, whenever you think about me, look at Sītamma. She is none other than Sri Mahalakshmi. Ayodhyam Atavim Vidhi. Consider forest as Ayodhya. So it seems Perumal came from Paramapadam to here. That means coming from Ayodhya to Aranyam. We are all in Aranyam right now. Because we all came here to perform our karmas. So we are all in Aranyam. So Perumal came from Ayodhya to Aranyam. Right? So that's what she's telling. Though you are in Aranyam, in the company of Rama, it should be Ayodhya for you. So you don't have anything to worry about. Ayodhyam atalim vidhi gaccha tata yatha sukham. Tata is in Sanskritam is Tandri. Velu Tandri, you go and be with Rama, enjoy, being in the company of Rama. So that's how a mother sends, sends Lakṣmaṇa to Aranya. But mother has accepted, but brother has not accepted. There is also a process again, right? So Lakṣmaṇa was telling Rama, why should you go? You have the valor, you have all the gunas. Okay, you're supposed to get crowned. Why did you accept to go? Okay. And Rama says, see, it is Daiva Nirnayam. See, Rama is none other than Narayana, but he doesn't know he is Narayana. And he says, no, whatever that happened, it is Daiva Nirnayam. It is Bhagavan decided that I should be not here, I should be there. Then Lakṣmaṇa argues with him. He says, what are you talking about? You have all the valor, you have everything. What is this Daivam and all? So again he says, Asankalpitameveha edakasmat pravartate nivartyarambham arabdham nanu daivasya karmatat. Anything that you plan, it doesn't happen. It changes suddenly. It happens in our life also. We plan to do something, but last minute something happens. And the only thing is, because we are all normal human beings, we get so irritated about it. Oh man, I planned so much and it did not happen. But there is some nirnayam. Something is supposed to happen. Something else is supposed to happen. Good is supposed to happen if you really accept, that diversion, right? But generally we don't accept our normal human being mentality. We get irritated. We start scheming at people and we start cursing people and all that. But there, Rama told to Lakṣmaṇa, this is Daiva Nirnayam. Anything that supposed to happen that changes, that means that is Daiva Nirnayam. So he says that, and then finally he pleads that, okay, then let me also come with you. Then he says, no, you have to be here. And then when he is with Sītā, he comes and holds Rama's, lotus feet. And then he asks Sītamma. He doesn't ask Rama. He looks at Sītā, because Sītā can recommend. That is in Sampradayam, it is called Purushakaram. Like, only when you will do all mistakes. Perumal, the Lord Śrīmanarayana will never accept us the way we are. But who will accept is Mahalakshmi will accept. So that's why we always pray to Mahalakshmi. So that's how we get pampered or we get blessed, by Lord Śrīmanarayana. That's the vidhi, as I told you, right? So there is a protocol. So you can't directly go and stand in front of Tirupati Balaji and say that, okay, hey, I got some recommendation. I got special darshan. They stopped the line for me. I was standing right in front of Perumal for 10 minutes. People will talk about these kind of things, but that is apacharam. No, you should never do that. You always should go to a temple with Bhagavatas. It may take 12 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, doesn't matter. Because you are put there in the company of those Bhagavatas for a purpose. So you have to have darshan through, with the Bhagavatas. Probably that's how the system should be, but yeah. So here Lakṣmaṇa pleads Rama to take him with him. So he doesn't accept. Then he holds his lotus feet. He says, Sabratus charanau gadham nipidya raghunandanaha Sītāṃ uvacha. So because Sītā and Rama, they were together, he was holding Rama's feet and then looking at Sītā. Then he says, Sītāṃ uvacha atiyasa raghavancha mahavratam. He asked, whatever Anna is going to do, I want to be with him. So please recommend. That's how he was finally accepted. But until that point, though there was a lot of arguments back and forth, Rama did not say yes. But once he did the thing exactly the way it is supposed to be done, then he was immediately accepted. And Sītā also same thing. Then Sītā Devi also asks, I also wanted to come. Then he says all difficulties. Aranyam is not like Ayodhya. We have to be in the forest. There will be wild animals. There will be a lot of other things. There will be poisonous insects. So many things, he explains to Sītā. But she says, no, I still wanted to come. So she goes to a point to tell, if you don't take me, I think you are planning to leave me behind. Okay. Then she says, Kimtva manyata vaidehyaha pitame midhiladhipaha Rama jamataram prapya striyam purusha vigraham. My father may think that, I got my daughter married to a woman who came in a in a man's attire. So she says that thing to Rama. So that means Rama is waiting to hear something like that. That, somebody will have to say, I just can't live without you. Don't say that, take me, take me. Yeah, I'll take you. But why? What is the purpose? So you'll come to just enjoy the things and then come back and the same life. But unless you say, I cannot stay without you, that is the, word is called
Definitely.
sacrifice. So that's what she says. But, though she says very harshly, Rama says, okay, fine, accept. She accepts and then she also comes to the forest. But she says many things. She says, I'll walk in front of you. I'll make sure that the grass is softer because your, soft feet should not get hurt while walking on the grass. I'll make the grass softer. So then you can also walk, conveniently. So that is how the sloka's understanding is. But what she meant is, I have to go first for your avataram to get, completed. She has to go first. She has to go to Lanka. Then Rama has to come, kill Ravana. So that is the whole purpose. That's why it is called Kavyam. When you read the slokam we understand it's okay. So there is some English meaning, and now everything is available in English, though it doesn't exactly reflect the meaning or expression of Sanskrit language. But somehow we'll just manage and we say, okay, yeah, we read Ramayanam and we understood everything. But there are the inner meanings is where our acharyas have spent a lot of time, in explaining why that slokam is that way and what is the inner meaning, what is the outer meaning, and how a Bhagavata should understand that particular slokam and then enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, we read slokas just to meditate on them. We just don't read slokas, read Ramayana today and okay, just forget it, right? Ramayana you hear once, then it should drag you inside to read the slokas. Now you're understanding only the outer meaning of it. But as we go inside, that's where we find the real treasure in understanding the Kavyam. So that is Lakṣmaṇa. So Lakṣmaṇa finally, he argued with Rama and finally managed to go with Rama. So Rama and Sītā, Lakṣmaṇa. So we know that in Balakanda, they got married. Both brothers got married to both sisters. Rama and Sītā Devi and Urmila, and Bharata to Mandavi, Shatrughna, so and so, right? And Ayodhya Kāṇḍa, we heard about Rama's qualities because he is supposed to get crowned. But again, that Muhurtam, something changed something and something else happened. And they are ready to go to forest. And so the beauty of the entire Ayodhya and Ayodhya Vasis, their love for Rama. See, one is brother loving brother, or being in the company of a brother it's all known, okay, because we have been in the same house. So if the brother is going to college, is going off to hostel or something, we always feel that we are going to miss him and all. But Ayodhya Vasis also have experienced the same feeling, the longing for Rama. It's not just the people of Ayodhya, even the elephants, the horses, and even the trees stopped flowering. Trees stopped flowering. All the lakes have dried up. So see, it's not just the people. It is the Prakriti, the way the Prakriti has reacted to Rama's departure from Ayodhya is beautifully explained. So that means he is not just a people person. He is person for the entire, he takes care, the environment is concerned about Rama. People are concerned about Rama. Animals are concerned about Rama. There are so many. So that is the kind of love that Rama has enjoyed. So that's why if you look at the Kalyana Gunas exemplifies all these qualities. So that's the beauty of Rama. And then the Guha story and all that stuff, right? Guha story? How Guha had received Rama, how he helped Rama to cross the Ganga river, right? Ganga river, they crossed Ganga river. Guha did all the, he offered Arghya Padya, he offered all the food that they can eat. And then they crossed the Ganga river. And Sumantra was with them until they crossed the Ganga river. After they crossed, Rama said, okay, now I think you should go back. Otherwise, my mother will think that, you're also coming with us. And, This is not no more. If everybody comes with you, it's not Vanavasam, right? It becomes Janavasam, right? So they said, okay, now you go back. So while going back, again, there is a beautiful thing here. While going back, Sumantra asked Rama, so what do you want me to tell your mother? He didn't say, what do you want me to tell your father? He asked, what do you want me to say to your mother? Then Rama said, it seems in Kausalya's palace, she reared two birds. One is Sukha and one is Sarika. So one is parrot, the other one is, it's called, in Telugu, it's called Gorinka. I don't know what you call in English. So there are two birds. When she is rearing in the sense, she did not put them in a bird house. So they are there. They used to just roam around. So once Kausalya Devi, she did some puja and she was supposed to offer prasadam to the Lord. And then she went to get something. Meanwhile, there was a cat coming to eat the prasadam. Then that parrot, it seems, parrot asks that Sarika, the other bird, go bite that cat's leg so that it won't come near prasadam. So Rama says this, I did not even do whatever that Sukha and Sarika have done to my mom. And then he requests, please ask Bharata to take care of my mom. Because anyway, Shatrughna is there to take care of Sumitra. And ask Bharata to treat even my mother as also his mother. That's the only word Rama says. Then he goes to Lakṣmaṇa. Okay, Lakṣmaṇa, what do you want me to tell your father and also your mother? Because Lakṣmaṇa doesn't have anything to tell his mother, because mother already said, okay, your purpose of your birth is only to go with Rama, so no need to tell anything to mom. So he asks, okay, what should I say to your father? Then he says the same thing. Aham tavan maharaje pitrutvam nopalakshaye bhrata bharta cha bandhuscha pita cha mama raghava. You tell my father, from today, bhrata, my brother, bharta, the one who is going to bear, then bharta and bandhu, everybody is Rama for me from today. Tell my father this. So, did he say that you are no longer my father and Rama is my father? Because he knows what he says to Dasharatha, that makes Dasharatha happy. If Lakṣmaṇa says that, don't worry, daddy, from today, Rama is everything for me. You don't worry. Right? That is the message that he sent to his dad, because Dasharatha loved Rama like anything. So anybody who speaks, who extols Rama's qualities, Rama's gunas, that is what Dasharatha would be happy to hear. Right? But only thing is, so that's how he says that, from today, Rama is everything for me. Right? He is my father, he is my brother, he is my bandhu, he is my bharta. Right? So that is Lakṣmaṇa's thing. So before that, what happens after Sumantra leaves? That night they spend, before they go to Bharadwaj ashramam, they spend that night in one place. They're not in Aranyam yet. Okay, they're still in the periphery of Ayodhya. So they're not in the actual the Aranya Vasam. So then Rama tries to test Lakṣmaṇa. Lakṣmaṇa, I think probably because now Bharata will be back, Bharata will eventually become the king. I think they will trouble my mom. They all will trouble my mom, because my mom has nobody. Okay, because Shatrughna is there anyway, Shatrughna, Sumitra, they're fine. Bharata and Kaikeyi is fine. My mom, there is nobody to take care. Why don't you go back? Why don't you go back and take care of my mom? Rama is there because he wanted so much, he wanted to come with Rama, right? So then he asks. And then Lakṣmaṇa responds. He says, Nacha Sītā tvaya hīna nachahamapi Raghava muhurtamapi jīvāvaha jalan matsyan vivadruto. If you want me to go back, I can't even live for a moment. My life will be like a fish. If you take a fish out of the water, what happens? So I can't even live one muhurtam without you. Then he says, Nachatatam, Nasyatrughnam, Nasumitram Parantapa, Rashtumicheyam Adhyaham, Swargam Vapi Tvayavina. I don't want my father. I don't want mother. No Shatrughna. Because he is everything. He already said, right? You are everything for me from today. Then there is no point again worrying about Shatrughna or Sumitra or anybody else. And he says, even if I get an opportunity to go to Paramapadam, I don't want that place without you. So that's how, you see, it's basically, it's not the love, but it is the trust and the faith that, one should have when they are in the company of, such things. Again, that's also another aspect of Bhagavatas, right? Everybody will start journey, with the Bhagavat Satsangam. We learn things slowly. That's when, the doors open. And either you want to read Bhagavatam or Mahabharatam or Ramayanam. So that's how you basically progress from being a beginner to, become an intermediate or an expert later. So that's how we learn. So idea is not to become experts and things like that, but at least I think we'll find a meaning to our life. What are we doing here? Though we are in this samsaram, the only way that you will find solace is through, reading scriptures and understanding scriptures, so that at least we can align. So there are three aspects. One is avagahana. One is you need to understand what the scripture says. Then there is something called anvayam. That, then you see, okay, Rama did like this. So if I'm in a situation like that, how am I going to react? Right? Then you try to align, your actions with actions of Rama or actions in Ramayana. Not always necessarily Rama. Even there are other characters. There is Jatayu, there is Sabari, and there are so many other interesting characters like
Hanuman.
Munis and others also. So we try to do Anvayam. So we try to align, okay, if in a situation like this, Rama has done this, or Sabari has done this, or Jatayu has done this. So how will I react? How will I do it? And then third becomes Acharana. So every time you're in a situation like that, by default, like autopilot, you don't even have to think twice. You know what to do, right? Whether it is helping somebody, saying a word, or doing an action, or even thinking about something. So that's called Trikarana Suddhi. Like, walk and doing and also thinking. So there are three aspects that we should always keep ourselves clean about. So the story of Lakṣmaṇa. Now let's come and see Bharata. Okay, so Bharata came back. And then everybody told, hey, the kingdom should never be without a king. So your father is no more. So Bharata came, he did all the kriyas to his dad, so to Dasharatha, and then Vasishta is their Acharya for Rama. For the entire Rama dynasty, Vasishta is the Acharya. Just imagine if Dasharatha had lived for 60,000 years. Imagine the age of Vasishta, right? So Vasishta came and told, see, your mother asked and your father gave. So now you have to get crowned tomorrow. Then same, because whether it is Lakṣmaṇa, Bharata, doesn't matter. Everybody have that longing for Rama. Bharata said, see, katham Dasaratha jataha bhaved rajyavaharakaha rajyancha ahamcha ramasya dharmam vaktumiharhasi. He got little agitated with Vasishta's words. When Vasishta said, you have to get crowned tomorrow. And he's like, Acharya, what are you saying? See, whether it is the kingdom or whether it is me, we all belong to Rama. So how can I take something that belongs to Rama and I should become a king? So then we know the story. Then he decides to go bring Rama back. But in that process, he doesn't go just alone. He takes the entire army. Everybody comes. Everybody wants to see Rama. It's not that he said, okay, all of you come, unless you come, I don't go, right? He says, I'm going. Everybody said, we also want to come. Everybody wants to go and see Rama. Because since the Rama left, elephants did not stop crying and horses stopped eating and drinking. And I told you, as a flower, trees stopped flowering, and so there's basically a calamity that was created with the spirit of liking someone, right? So they started, and then Guha comes again here in this episode. So Guha saw a huge army coming towards that Ganga river. Everybody will have to cross again. Without crossing, no bridges and no cruise ships and all those days, right? Everybody will have to come. And Guha was asked to get some boats and everything ready for all the army to cross the Ganga river. And then when Bharata approached Guha. First thing Guha asked, Kaschinna drushto vrajasi Ramasya Krishtakarmanaha iyamte mahati sena senkam janayati vame. So you are coming with such a huge army. Are you going to hurt Rama? First thing he asked. So just imagine, Guha was never in the company of Rama. Okay, but I think Guha has a past story. Guha and they're all Munis. Guha and some other people, they're all Munis in the previous Janam. Somebody came and asked him, Swami, I want moksham. What should I do? So just do Rama, Rama, Rama. He said that to that person. The other Muni cursed him. He said, next Janam you'll become like a Nishada. You'll be born like Nishada. Then he asked, Swami, what mistake did I do? I just said Rama, Rama, Rama. He said, no, do you have to say 3 times? Only Rama is enough. That means you don't have the faith. So that's why you be born like Nishada. So that's how he was cursed. But he became Nishada, but eventually what happened? He got the Anugraham of Rama. So, Ekaikam Aksharam Proktam Mahapatakanasanam. Only once you say Rama, that's enough. You don't have to repeat Rama again and again. So that's how Guha. But anyway, I think he was born as Nishada, but now he really enjoyed serving Rama and being in the company of Rama, though it is a it's very short, but very sweet for him. And then Bharata came with his entire army. So Guha asked him, because see, Bharata loves Rama. Guha also loves Rama at the same level. Okay, there is no difference. He likes Rama as much as Bharata loves Rama, right? So Bharata was not happy when he asked. How do you feel when you ask somebody who is going to bring someone back and then you say, hey, are you going to hurt him? It's not good, right? It doesn't go. But Bharata did not phase. Bharata was in fact happy that somebody is also liking Rama just like how we all like Rama. Because the entire army that's going to see Rama, they are going out of love. Everybody wants to see Rama. So he was very happy, though he asked some very harsh words. And then, Tamevam abhibhashantam akasa eva nirmalaha. So when he asked, it seemed Bharata was as calm and as peaceful as the sky. Like how the Akasam, when there are no meghams and all, how peaceful and serene it looks, right? So he was so happy. He never reacted or agitated. Tamevam abhibhashantam akasa eva nirmalaha bharatas lakṣnaya vacha guham vachanam abravit. Then it seems he asked Guha, Ma bhut sakalo yat kashtam namam senkitum Raghavaha sahime bhrata jyeshtaha pitru samah mama. What Lakṣmaṇa told there? Bhrata, bharta cha bandhuscha, pita cha mama Raghavaha. Here Bharata is also saying the same thing. See, now I am in a very difficult situation. I am going to bring my brother back. Unless my brother comes back, I will not have peace. In that situation, you should not be asking a question like this. Are you going to hurt Rama? Is it right, Swami? No? Right? So he says, Ramaha, Raghavaha, Sahime Bhrata. He is not only my brother. He is Jyeshtaha. He is the firstborn. And now I don't have a father. So he is now my father also. So why will I hurt my father? So that's how beautifully he explains to Guha. Then Guha is, okay, I was just trying to test you, but yeah, I'm now convinced that you are going for the welfare of Rama. But again, everybody knows, Guha also know that Rama is not going to come back because he is Pitruvakya Paripalana. So whatever the father says, he'll do it, right? And then in that process, so there he did what Lakṣmaṇa did. Sabratus charanau gadham nipitya. He was holding Rama's feet and then he got Saranagati. Bharata also did the same thing. Yavanna charanau bhratuhu parthiva vyanjananvitau sirasa dharayishyami name santir bhavishyati. He says, the day when I hold my brother's lotus feet, then only I will find peace. With that, he goes to Chitrakutam. He sees Rama. He asks Rama, come back. Rama says, no, it's not, I did not come here to come back, right? I came here for a purpose. I was asked by my dad, so I have to do Pitru Vakya Paripalana. So I cannot come back. So then he says, then okay, then I'm going to do hunger strike here. Okay, I'm not going to go back. Everybody tried to convince him. This is not the right thing, because first of all, the kingdom is without a king. Okay, that should not be without a king. Okay, that is also a Raja Dharma. Right, it should not be without a king for a very long time. And then Vasishta knows, because all the rishis know the entire Ramayana, how it is going to happen. That is also another beautiful thing here. And then he said, okay, then you give the padukas. Vasishta says to Rama, okay, give him the padukas. And Lakṣmaṇa brings the padukas. Then he gives padukas to Bharata. So in case of Lakṣmaṇa, the Saranagati was successful. He wanted to come, Rama blessed him, and he came. But Bharata wanted to take Rama back. Would he take him back? No. So that's why the Saranagati was unsuccessful. But he took only padukas. He treated padukas as if padukas are none other than Rama. And then he put padukas on the throne, and then he ruled for 14 years till Rama came back. Right? So that is, so the two brothers, two different Saranagatis. One Saranagati was successful, the other Saranagati was unsuccessful. But still, the person was not disappointed. Person was happy. Bharata was very happy. The moment he got his things, though he was sitting and arguing, I am not going to go back, I am going to put up a stall here, do a hunger strike until you come back and all that. Only with padukas, he got so pleased that, whether I take Rama or take a piece of Rama, for me it is the same. That is why in Lakṣmaṇa's pravritti, it's called parartha pravritti. Whatever Lakṣmaṇa has done, only for the sake of Rama. But when it comes to Bharata, it's called paratantriya pravritti. So one is parartha and the other one is paratantriya. Paratantriya means whatever that Bharata has enjoyed, he enjoyed that thing as Rama's only, not as his own. Otherwise, he could have just enjoyed the entire kingdom, right? When somebody was ready to make him a king, and he could have done it. But he didn't do it. He said, okay, it doesn't belong to me, so I should not enjoy it. Whom does it belong to? It belongs to Rama, so I should take care of it. So he only took care of that thing as Rama's property. That's why that's called Paratantriya Pravritti. So that is the Saranagatis of Lakṣmaṇa and Bharata. Now let's come to Aranya Kāṇḍa. Okay. Before that, I want to just take a pause. I've been talking for a very long time, so if you have any questions.
Prabhuji, you said like there is three things like Vak Suddhi, Thought Suddhi, and Karma Suddhi. In real life, due to professional etiquettes and social etiquettes, we do Vak Suddhi by default because of restriction
Correct.
and action also. But how to gain that, like genuinely have that thought Suddhi and
So thought Suddhi, that's a very difficult one, Prabhu, to do.
because I'm
Yeah.
talking
So
very
many-
nicely, but in my thought, I might be having some very
Correct.
wrong things maybe.
Correct.
So how to purify the thought itself?
So purify the thought, it's a very difficult subject, in fact. We can't control. I don't know. I mean, as we are sitting here, we are talking, but our thoughts are somewhere. Right now, we are thinking about, okay, tomorrow I have to go to office. I have this meeting, that meeting, and then I have to scold this guy, that guy. So that's what happens in our mind, right? But generally, Vak Suddhi comes when we spend too much time in Bhagavad Satsanga. Spend too much time with Bhagavatas, learn from each other's experience. And whenever you get an opportunity, read some scripture, slokas. I told you, right? So one is Avagahana, Anvayam, and Acharana. The three things are very, very important. So once we start doing, automatically, so even if you want to think about something, you feel like, oh, that's not necessary. That's again, it's a worldly thing. I shouldn't think about it. Let it happen. If I need it, if Perumal wants, okay, this guy should have this, then automatically that will come to you. You don't have to put any effort into it.
Yeah, it's
But-
very, very true because I have been reading Bhagavatam for last 3-4 years.
Nice.
After that, I am not getting any interest in like movies.
Exactly. Correct. So that's what it happens. I mean, see, the beauty of all these itihasas, they are not just written for the sake of writing, right? So they all have, see, Ramayanam has so many bijaksharams. So if you read Ramayanam, that certain sargas are prescribed for certain activities. So if you are looking for some manasyanti, where your mind is wavering and taking you to different places, as you rightly said, right? The thought siddhi. So how do I control it? There are certain slokas for that. There are certain sargas. Similarly, if somebody is not feeling well, how to feel better? There are some sargas. But again, we should not use Ramayanam for that purpose. Idea is read the entire Ramayanam and then enjoy it. And then there are certain places where they will just catch you. I mean, when you read Ramayanam, there are certain sargas will just hold you till you get it right. So where you start by hearting slokas, you start doing things that you would never expect. You would have never expected in your imagination that I will do this. Certain things will happen. So only thing is, through the satsangam only, I think we will just get away from that worldly pleasures and unnecessary thoughts. So that's the only way to purify ourselves, but takes time. Any other thoughts, questions? I'm not asking questions. I want your perspectives also. Anything you want to share before we go into Aranyam? It's going to be a difficult place. Now we are still in the transition, so we haven't reached Aranyam yet.
I have a question, Prabhuji. You spoke about Bharat and Lakṣmaṇa. Could you speak about the Shatrughna also?
So Shatrughna, as it is explained in the first slokam of Ayodhya Kāṇḍa, Gacchata matulakulam bharatena tada nagaha Shatrughno nitya Shatrughnaha. So his name is Nitya Shatrughnaha. He doesn't have any enemies, internal enemies and external enemies. What are internal enemies and external enemies? Shadaripu is correct. Yeah. And what are the other enemies? We just talked about Jnanendriyams and Karmendriyams. Like Cheyi, Kalu, Mukku, so and then Kallu. So how many of you speak Telugu? Speak Telugu. Okay. So we're talking about eyes, ears. So when you want to just really want to sit and concentrate on Lord, you'll hear some sound from somewhere. Immediately mind goes there. Or you see something, some TV, somebody dancing on the TV. So immediately you will do something, mechanically, but your mind is somewhere else. So they're called Jnanendriyams. And then the Karmendriyams. Whether are we doing right things with our hands and legs and other things. So the hands are for giving dhanam, some donations, right? So, but in the same way, if you are throwing a stone at somebody, that's not the right thing to do, right? So I'm just giving some examples. Not that we will do that, but generally those are the things. So how do we control our internal and external enemies? Shatrughna is the one who conquered all of them. That's why he's called Nitya Shatrughna. He is forever without enemies. So he conquered his Jnanendriyams, he conquered his Karmendriyams. Why? He is in the company of Bhagavata. Who is Bhagavata here? Bharata. Because he is always with Bharata. So even God likes when you are in the company of Bhagavatas. That's what I'm doing. I keep taking the same Tirupati example, right? I was standing right in front of the Lord and everybody was stopped coming in. I was with the Lord face to face. People talk like that. That's big apacharam. You should never do such kind of things. So you all know Govardhanagiri story, right? Krishna's Govardhanagiri story. Okay. At 7 years of age, he lifted Govardhanagiri to save all the Gopalakas. And then you know what happened after that? Indra wanted to come and seek forgiveness from Krishna, but he's so scared to come to see Krishna because he did all wrongdoings. Then you cannot come and just fall on somebody's feet and say, oh, I did all the mistakes. Please, Swami, please forgive me, right? He's not going to do it. So what he did is very intelligent. He sent Kamadhenu. Indra sends Kamadhenu because Kamadhenu is also a holy cow, right? Anyway, he is protecting all the cows. So Kamadhenu also came. And Krishna said, oh, you also come. Indra was holding Kamadhenu's tail, hiding behind Kamadhenu, and suddenly appears, Swami, I am also here. He said, okay, you also come. So when the Lord's Lord will become cheerful when he says that company. You have to long for that company. What that company is? It could be Acharya Samasrenam, or it could be Bhagavata Satsangam. So our life should start with Bhagavat Satsangam. Should come together, on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. You guys should just discuss. That's how I started my thing. I'm not a learned person. Please don't misunderstand. I'm not a learned person. We all have learned through Bhagavat Satsangam. So there's a lot of benefits with Bhagavat Satsangam. So when we all sit together and learn, what happens is there are so many things. See, you may have so many doubts. Whom do you go and ask? Who is the right person to ask doubts? Okay, I want to perform something, or I want to learn Bhagavatam. Whom will you go and ask whom to learn Bhagavatam from? Or when to read Bhagavatam? What is the auspicious time to do Sundara Kāṇḍa? Or what is the auspicious time to do, Mahabharatam or Bhagavad Gita? Right? We need somebody. Who is that somebody? We don't know. Only thing is we can stand in front of Krishna and ask, can I do this? Then you just take him, then he'll never say no. If you want to read some Bhagavad Gita, he'll say, do it, and then we'll start. But are we doing it right? Is our pronunciation right? Is it the right way to do it? How many chapters should I do on a daily basis? Where should I stop? Where should I not stop? There are so many things that we should also understand. That's an example. But in the company of Bhagavatas, we learn a lot unconsciously. And you will feel blissful about being in that company and learning things. That's the beauty of Bhagavata Satsangam. That's why Bhagavatam is all about that only. In Bhagavatam also, you guys know, right? So Bhakti is a woman. Bhakti and Mukti. There are two women. Bhakti and Mukti are friends. So Narada went to Vrindavanam. He saw Bhakti, and Jnanam and Vairagyam are two kids. They are young, but they look very old. Most of you know the story, right? You know the story?
I remember.
Yeah. So then Narada goes and asks, what is this? You look very young and so beautiful. Why your kids are like this? Swami, they are called Jnanam and Vairagyam. So Jnanam and Vairagyam will suffer in Kali Yuga. Because how many of us, because again, there's so many people, only a few people are sitting here and trying to understand certain things, right? So like that, they will suffer. But how will we revive them? She asks, please help revive, both of them. And then he says, then he starts reading Vedam. He does so many things, but no, they don't become, they're still the same. Then he starts traveling all over the universe. Then he goes to different places, talks to people. Hey, what do I do this? I tried doing this, but I could not revive Jnanam and Vairagyam. Then they say, you know what? Go and seek help from Sanaka Sanandanas. There are Sanaka Sanandanas, there are 4 brothers. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanat Sujata, and there's one more. Sanat Kumara and Sanat Sujata. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanat Kumara, Sanat Sujata. There are 4 brothers. They are forever young. Okay, they're boys only. So then he goes and asks Sanaka Sanandanas. He says, I think you should do Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam came from Vedam. I did Vedam. Vedam is called Moolam. That is the origin. I did the main thing. It did not work. But now you're asking me to do Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is the phalam. That is the phalam. That is the benefit. At the end of the day, Bhagavatam came out of the Vedas. Right? So Vedam is a big tree. Bhagavatam is like a fruit. He says, I tried Moolam. It did not work. How will phalam works? Then he says, no, you try. Then he goes back and then they do Bhagavata Saptaham. That is the first Bhagavata Saptaham that they do after Gokarna's episode. So, yeah, so that's why there's a lot of beautiful things that happen in Bhagavata Satsangam. So that's why Rāmayanam also has that Bhagavata Satsanga Shastram, because there are so many Bhagavatas. You guys heard about Sabari. You guys heard about Jatayu. Jatayu is a bird, but how Rama blessed Jatayu. And then in Panchavati, when Śūrpaṇakhā came. So yeah. You have a question? Premaji, you have a question?
No.
Okay.
One question is, being so God himself, why should he miseries, difficulties? I pity, I cry thinking about that.
You broke in between. Could you please repeat again?
Rama, being God himself, I pity he has to undergo lot of miseries and problems that brings tears in my eyes thinking about
Right. Yeah, you're really enjoying the Ramayanam Anubhavam and Rama Anubhavam, Premaji. That's what happens when you really enjoy Ramayanam. Automatically, you should feel that emotion. That means Rama is with you.
Yeah.
You're being in the company of Rama.
Hmm.
So he took all the pains to come and then teach us how to live a righteous life. That's why he's called Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. If you put a dress to, Dharma, that is Rama. So that's why I think his avataram is very, very special when compared to any avatarams. Because in all avatarams, Lord came as Lord. But in Rama avataram, he just came as a human being. He never believed himself as Lord Srimanarayana. That's the beauty of. So now they all came to forest. So all the three, Rama, Lakṣmaṇa and Sītā, please correct me if I'm going over time.
No,
Yeah. And I'll be more than happy to answer any questions if you have, as long as I know the answer. Please feel free. So yeah, then they from Ayodhya they came to Aranyam. So before they came to Aranyam, why did they choose to change the place? So they came to from Guha, they came to Bharadwaja ashramam. So Rama asked Bharadwaja, so we wanted to stay here. This is what happened with me. And then Bharadwaja, all the Munis, they know what is going to happen. Munis are just waiting for Rama to come because they know that Rama is going to come. Lord Srimanarayana is going to be born as Rama. He is going to come to Vanavasam. He is going to come to forest. Everything is already well scripted, right? Only the people who knows the three worlds only would know. Like Vasishta knows, but Vasishta never told, right? No, you are going to stay there. Then Bharata is going to come. Nothing, because whoever knows, they should not speak about it, right? So they all came. And when they came to Chitrakutam, first Rama said, okay, I think this place is beautiful and accessible to water. There is Mandakini river. They can do Trikala Sandhya Vandanam, and then they can do all their karmas, and they have to bathe 3 times, so that is also one of the vidhis. And then it is beautiful. There are flowers for Tiruvaradhana, for offering to Perumal, and then there are fruits. They are beautiful. The place is beautiful. But problem is they decided to move from there because now Bharata and the entire Ayodhya knew where Rama is, right? So if everybody knows where Rama is, everybody knows. Everybody will come and knock. Oh, you just came here to see you for breakfast. Or somebody will say, oh, you came for lunch. Okay, so now people will keep coming because when the people keep coming visiting you, then it is not Aranyavasam. As I told you, it becomes Janavasam, right? So then Rama decided, okay, this is not the place. If we do it here, then we'll have these disturbances. Okay, it's not, if Bharata is alone knows where Rama is, that is fine. But the entire Ayodhya knew where Rama lives in the forest. So they have decided, okay, this is not the place, let's move. Then he told Lakṣmaṇa, go look for a place which is beautiful, serene, there is water, there are flowers, things to eat, and place to live. So that's when they moved to Panchavati. So they came to Panchavati. In Ayodhya Kāṇḍa, when Lakṣmaṇa wanted to come with Rama, he says certain things. Probably you would have heard this in many Vyakyanams. Bhavamstu saha vaidehya girisanushuramsyate aham sarvam karishyami jagrataha swapatasyate. Lakshmana says, take me with you, I will do everything for you. Whether you are awake or asleep, I will do everything for you. Right? When somebody says such things to us, right? I'll be like, okay, come, let's take him so that he's going to do everything. I don't have to do anything, right? But what did he say? Did Lakshmana say that with arrogance or did he say with love? That's what matters. See, we are going out somewhere and our kid wants to come. They plead, please take me. I'm not going to do anything. I'll listen to you. Please take me, please take me. Then you say, okay, fine, come. Right? Whether they listen or not, that's a second. That's given. So we don't know what's going to happen. But in this case, he said, I will do everything for you. That is his purpose. Okay. So because that is the swabhavam of Lakṣmaṇa. That is called parardha swabhavam. Whatever that he does only for the enjoyment of Rama. But when he realized that, okay, I said, Aham sarvam karishyami. Who am I to do everything for him? Because he himself is, like Gunavan. He never thought, okay, Rama is Lord Śrīmanārayana. Even Lakṣmaṇa never thought he is Lord Śrīmanārayana. But when Rama asked him, look for a place and build one nice hermitage. So he built one nice hermitage in Panchavati. That's when Rama was about to ask him, build a hermitage, then he said, don't ask me to build. You just say, to be built. You just say, use me as a weapon. So use me as an instrument. See, there he said, I will do everything for you. But now he is asking Rama, don't tell me to do. Just say, it should be done. Then I will become your instrument. So he corrected himself. Now he understood, right? So there he said, Bhavamstu saha vaidehya girisanushramsyate aham sarvam karishyami. I will do everything for you. But now he is asking, Paravanasmi kakutsa tvaya varsha satam sthite vayam tu ruchire dese kriyatam iti mam vada. Kriyatam. It should be done. You just say it should be done. Whether I will do it, anybody do it. I will do it as an instrument in your hand. So that's how he corrected himself. So one is out of pure love. He just wanted to be with his Anna because he cannot be without his Anna. So there it was more of love driven. We wouldn't call it arrogance or ahankaram, that is bad, but that is what it is. But now he is corrected himself. He said, use me as an instrument. I am just an instrument in your hand. So kriyatam iti mam vada. That also again, where did he do this? When did he say kriyatam iti mam vada? Eva muktastu Ramayana Lakṣmaṇa Sītāya samyadanjalihi Sītā samatsam kakusam idam vachanam abravit. Again he told in presence of Sītā. There also he asked in presence of Sītā and he came to forest. But now he wants to correct himself. So, eva muktastu Ramayana Lakṣmaṇa samyadanjalihi Sītā samastam kakutsam idam vachanam abravit. Ila cheppetta. He said like this. What did he say? Paravanasmi kakutsa tvaya varsha satam sthite vayam tu ruchire dese kriyatam iti mam vada. Use me as an instrument and I will. So he built the hermitage. So they were in Panchavati. In Panchavati, who came? Śūrpaṇakhā. Śrūpaṇakhā came to Panchavati. Okay, so they're enjoying good days, and then Śrūrpaṇakhā comes to Panchavati, and then she first comes to Rama. So Rama is Gunavan, right? Rama is Gunavan. He never said, why should I answer this ugly looking creature, right? When she came and inquired about, who are you? Rama again gave the entire, he started, I am so and so, I am from Surya Vamsam. My father is Dasaratha. My mother name is Kausalya. And then I was asked by my father to, come to forest, spend 14 years here. So he gives all the narration to Śūrpaṇakhā. What is the necessity? Why Rama should go through the trouble to introduce himself to Śūrpaṇakhā? That is also one of his gunas. That he wouldn't say no to anybody. He will accept everybody as just the way they are. That is why he is Yasaneshu Manushyanam Brusam Bhavati Dukkhitaha. He is Manushya. He treats everybody as another Manusha. Right? So he doesn't differentiate between whether he is dressed well, dressed ugly, or looking good, looking bad. No, there is no difference for Rama. So he gave the entire account of, okay, I am so and so, I am here for this purpose, and this is my wife, that is my brother. He introduced everybody. But she beautifully introduces. She says, I am the sister of Rakṣasesvara, Rāvaṇa. And then he says, Pravutta Nidrasya Sada Kumbhakarno Mahabalaha. I have another brother who always sleeps. And third, she introduces Vibhishana. Vibhishanastu dharmatma, natu rakshasa cheshtitaha. He says, my other brother is Vibhishana, though he is called Rakshasa, but he doesn't have any Rakshasas qualities. He is Dharmatma. He is the righteous one. But my other brother who sleeps, the big brother, he doesn't listen to anybody. Right? So she introduces her brothers so beautifully to Rama. And then when all the things happen, then she wants to marry Rama. Rama says, yeah, I'm already married. She is my wife. But my brother, he left his wife back. Maybe I think you should go talk to. So that is the mistake that Purvacharya says that, even for God's sake, you should never make, any comedy with things like this. A simple comedy of Rama put Rama in trouble. He did one small joke. He said, I'm with my wife. My brother may be interested. So go and talk to my brother. Only for that, he suffered Bharya Viyogam. And then he had to go through the entire trouble. But anyway, see, at the end of the day, he is the one who is supposed to kill Ravana. That we know. But in that process, whether you may be treated as Sriman Narayana by others, but to yourself, you're still a normal human being, right? So that's what happens here. And after that, Śūrpaṇakhā comes, he goes back, she tells her other brothers, Khara and Dūṣaṇa. Khara and Dūṣaṇa, right? Khara and Dūṣaṇa, they have a big army. This place is called Janasthanam. The place where the Panchavati, everything comes, it's called Janasthanam. So she went and complains to Khara and Dūṣaṇa. He says, I tried to convince him, but he was never convinced. And this is what they did to me. His brother did this to me. But before she says this, she beautifully explains the Rama's and Sita's qualities. Though she is Rakshasi, but somewhere I think, there will be some jnanam somewhere, right? Whether you are doing all wrong things, but sometimes we also speak some good, maybe we may be completely bad. But sometimes, when the Satvikata comes in our thing, and at least we'll tell some good words. She says, Tarunau, Rupa Sampannau, Sukumarau, Mahabalau, Pundarika Visalakshau, Chira Krishna Jinambarau, Phala Molasinau Dantau, Tapasau, Brahmacharinau, Putrau, Dasaradasyaitau, Bhratarau, Rama Lakṣmaṇau. She introduces Rama and Lakṣmaṇa to her brothers. Tarunau, Rupa Sampannau. To look, they are so beautiful. So there are two things, Saundaryam and Lavanyam. Saundaryam is, if you can say, oh, somebody's eyes are so beautiful, or somebody's face is beautiful, or somebody's hands are so beautiful, right? So that is called Saundaryam. You are basically saying one item and then you're saying that is beautiful. But Lavanyam is anything you look. Anything you look in Rama is so beautiful. That's why it's called Lavanya Rama. So even she could not, keep that in her thing. I mean, she has to explain. She has to tell how beautiful Rama is. So she explained to him. And then Khara and Dūṣaṇa called, there was a war. And Rama went. Rama said, okay, Lakṣmaṇa, take Sītā inside the den. Don't come out till I come and call you guys. So they were inside. He came, he fought 14,000 demons in Ardhadika Muhurtena. Valmiki says, Ardhadika Muhurtam is about 90 minutes. Ardha Adhika Muhurtena. Muhurtam is 1 hour. Ardha Adhika, so half an hour more. So 90 minutes. In 90 minutes, he fought 14,000 demons. And he including Khara and Dūṣaṇa. So again here, there Lakṣmaṇa did Prayaschittam, right? He did Aham Sarvam Karishyami. Then Kriyatam iti mam vada. What did Sītama did to come to forest? He said, everything is good, but I think my father is going to doubt that, he got me married to somebody who came in the, a male dress, right? So, Striyam Purusha Vigraham, she said. Now she has to correct. So after he killed all the 14,000 demons, everybody, all the celestials were watching, because this is one of a kind of a, yuddham. Right? One man, firing arrows and killing 14,000 demons is like it's not a normal yuddham, right? Everybody were watching, everybody were waiting to see, such thing to take place so that they can enjoy and, enjoy every moment of it. And Rama did, he came back. Then Sītā did a big hug to him. Tam društva setruhantaram maharishīnām sukhavaham babūha hruštā vaidehim bhartaram parishasvaje. First she said, maybe you are like Striyam Purusha Vigraham. And now she hugged and she said, what a valor. I married to the right person. Right? So you make a mistake, but you do prayaschittam. So that's how you make a mistake and then you correct yourself. So that's exactly how happened in case of Lakṣmaṇa as well as in case of Sītā. Right? So when they entered the forest, what happened? All the Maharshis, everybody came. Pravisyatu Maharanyam Dandakaranyam Atmavan Dadarsa Ramaha Durdharshaha Tapasasrama Mandalam. Rama did not come to Aranyam. Rama came to visit all the ashramas. There are so many munis and maharshis. They are doing, tapas in the Aranyam. So he came to visit all of them. I think that is the purpose. His Vanavasa purpose is to take care of all the people because he is the king, right? He has to take care of all the beings, whether they are in Ayodhya or they are in the forest. So then he went there. He saw all the maharshis came. And when they saw Rama, they have so many complaints. Everybody is keeping a list of, they're ready with their complaints. But when they saw Rama, they forgot everything. They're like, okay, he looks so beautiful. Even Maharshis, the male Maharshis started falling in love with Rama. So that is the beauty of Rama. Tetam somamibodhyantam drishtva vai dharmacharanaha mangalani prayunjanaha pratyagruhnan dradavrata. Instead of asking, hey, Rama, you need to kill this guy, that guy is always troubling me, he lives behind my ashram, I know where he is, come, I'll take you, kill him. No. The moment they saw Rama, they started doing mangalam. That, you should not, the dishti should not be there. Rama should not get dishti. So they're doing mangalam. They forgot all their miseries. They forgot all their troubles by looking at Rama. So it's so beautiful to watch Rama. So then they told Rama, whether you are in Ayodhya or in Aranyam, you are our king, right? You have to take care of us. Then Rama promised, you know what? I will take care of all of them. Don't worry. Then Sītā corrects him again. Sītā says, see, you're a king doesn't mean, you just go on killing people. So there is something called Dharma. Dharmad artha prabhavati. Dharmat prabhavate sukham. Dharmena labhate sarvam. Dharmasaram idam jagat. He says, Dharmat artha prabhavati. Dharmat prabhavate sukham. Dharmena labhate sarvam. Dharmasaram idam jagat. Follow the dharma. Your Kshatriya dharma is not to just kill people for the reason of killing. Unless you are provoked, you should not do this. Beautifully, she says, she corrects Rama at times, though she wanted to be with Rama, that doesn't mean that, she's just being, very docile and then not talking or not saying anything to Rama. But she is also correcting Rama that, don't make false promises. You'll only use your force, you'll only start killing people only if they're really being trouble. See, that's why Śūrpaṇakhā is a rakṣasi. But did he kill? No, he did not. Right? But he punished. Because she is doing something that is not as per dharma. Like, asking for somebody's husband to come and marry, leaving a wife behind. That's not the right dharma. So, there are places where he, punishes. But that doesn't mean, wherever I see Rāvaṇa, it's like, just go on rampage, just killing them, right? So, that is what Sītā meant when she said about dharma dartha prabhavati. So, she keeps correcting once in a while, but again, at the end of the day, she looked at the deer. The deer story is also a very beautiful story. Tataki Subahu in Balakanda. So Tataki Subahu, they were constantly disturbing Vishwamitra's yajñam. That's the purpose why he took Rama and Lakṣmaṇa. And Rama killed Tataki and Subahu. But he threw Maricha away from there to Panchavati. Okay? Because there is a purpose with Maricha. Somebody will have to stay alive to tell the story, right? So Maricha was now in Panchavati. Then Ravana, so Śūrpaṇakhā, Khara and Dūṣaṇa are also dead. Now Śūrpaṇakhā has no other resort. So she went to Ravana and she knows how to tell the story to Ravana. If you tell Ravana, hey, Rama is very beautiful and He's Viryavan. He is Viryavan, Shaktiman, all that stuff Ravana will not like. So that's where she used Sītā as the bait. Oh, she is so beautiful. You should see Sītā. And that's how she started telling story. Then he said, okay, come, let's go. He came to Maricha and said, okay, come, let's go and get Sītā. He said, what are you thinking about? Rama's valor, you don't know. I have seen it. Even if somebody says Ra, the Aksharam Ra, I get frills. Rakaradini Namani. Whether somebody says Radham, he gets goosebumps, heebie-jeebies. Or somebody says something else, not even Rama. Ra, the word, the letter Ra comes, Maricha, becomes agitated. So he says that, it is very easy. Sulabhah Purusharajan Satatam Priyavadinaha Apriyasya cha Pathyasya Vakta Srota cha Durlava. If somebody wants to say good things, there are very few people who will come and listen. But when you start praising somebody, they'll be like, oh yeah, praise more. Yeah, I'm here, sitting here. You can praise. Everybody will come for praises, but not for, listening to good things. Right? That's what Maricha tells Ravana. Ravana says, no, you have to come. Otherwise, I'll kill you. It is better to get killed by Rama than, getting killed in the hands of Ravana. Right? So that's when he tries it one more time. So Rama is Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha Sadhu Satya Parakramaha Raja Sarvasya Lokasya Devanam Iva Vasavaha. He says Rama is none other than he is the Vigrahavan, he is the Dharma. Rama is Dharma himself. He tries. Ravana doesn't listen. Then he says, okay, if Rama is so powerful if Sītā is with him. Come, let's take Sītā. That's his Ravana's plan. Finally, it all worked out for him. Then he asked him to become something unusual. Then he turned into a golden deer. And then Sītā sees golden deer and says, okay, I need that. But again, is the golden deer really exists? With all the learned jnanam, we don't fall for something that is unreal, right? But of course we do. But generally, that is the expectation, that you don't fall for something that is unreal. And then she says, okay, I need this. Even if you get that deer killed, we are fine. At least we can use the skin. We can go back. When we go back, we can show it to, everybody in Ayodhya. So that is the kind of worldly pleasures that we always get into, right? Something that we want to get because we have to show, because our neighbors have it, so let's have it. Or let's have it so that, we can make other people feel envy about it, right? So those are things that generally tendencies of human beings. So she also fell for it. She asked for that thing, and then finally Rama had to go, and we know the story from there, right? And Jatayu comes to the rescue. And how many more minutes do I have?
They're supposed to close it.
Supposed to close. Okay. So we'll continue. There are beautiful slokams, and Jatayu Saranagati is also a very beautiful Saranagati. And then Sabari, we should all know. Everybody who wants to be in Bhagavata Satsangam should enjoy Sabari's Vruttantam. It's so beautiful. So Sabari's thing is very, very beautiful. So it connects very well with all of us. And we'll continue. Okay. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sītāyah Pataye Namaha Mangalam Kausalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdhaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Omastam Drubhyam. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to take the mic? Yeah, take. Say Shlokam.